Okay, we're going to do problem number 46 from section 4.1. 46 talks about, suppose that a 6-foot tall person casts a shadow that's 10 feet long, and a nearby statue casts a 16-foot shadow. So, a person and a statue. So you have a person and a statue. So, let's see, you can draw a statue really well. So here's the statue. It's kind of an ugly statue. And here's the sun. The shadows always are proportionate if you're on a level ground. A taller person will have a taller shadow than a shorter person. So let's say that you have a 6-foot tall person, he's going to have a shadow. The statue is a little bit taller, and therefore he's going to have a taller shadow. So it should be proportionate. So with this, the guy that's 6 feet tall will have a 10-foot long shadow. So that means his shadow is bigger than him. So when we do that, we make that ratio 6 over 10. It means every 6 feet there's going to be a 10-foot of shadow. So with the statue has a 16-foot shadow. Notice I put the 16 on the bottom because that's comparing to the actual thing that's being created from a shadow, the actual shadow on the bottom. So this is the object, this is the shadow. This is the object, this is the shadow. So object, we don't know what the foot length is for how tall it is. So we put a question mark, but we don't use question marks in math, so we do X. So since it's supposed to be equal, because shadows are always proportionate if you're on flat land, we make a proportion like this. So this is the first step. That's the first answer. The second part is to actually solve it. So we go 6 times 16. 6 times 16 is going to be 96. And then 10 times x. Notice I set up another equation. I just don't automatically divide them. How do I get rid of the 10? I divide 10 both sides, like we learned last chapter. And 96 divided by 10 is 9.6 for the answer. Now we think about what is 9.6. We said that this is the human's height, this is the shadow. This is the height of the statue, and this is the shadow. So the statue is 9.6 feet tall. Does that make sense? Let's see. He's 6 feet tall. He has a 10-foot shadow. The statue is 9.6. He's taller. He has a taller shadow. So yes, it makes sense, and it's 9.6 feet is the answer.